Okay, 2 of 2. So sorry, you guys, that I had to cut number 1 short, but someone was at the house and I couldn't continue. All right, welcome back. This is 2 of 2. So if you haven't seen video 1, I would suggest to watch it first. Welcome into WCIA. Let me wipe my glasses off. Give you guys some time here while I do this. The first half is a really good introduction, and it's not like you're going to get confused and lost because I go over the same stuff. Hi, Cammie. Hi, Muffin. I go over the same stuff since I've been on YouTube. But the first half will explain my thought process, what we're doing here. So, yeah, that one went quick. Sorry, I had to cut you guys off a little too fast, but here we are. And this is where I stopped. So, everything I do and say falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. I thought this was a great one to stop at, even though I didn't want to stop when I did. Again, watch number 1, part 1, if you have not. Welcome in, you guys. Muffin Top. Hello. All right. This is a video. Well, this presentation always reflects the SUMMERWELLS missing children, and the information here is to bring them justice through telling their story and sharing you images the best to my ability that I can from what I believe to be true through spirit. This presentation is coming from images that I see within my third eye of what happens to these children. The sacrifices, they're taken. The teens are taken. Adults are taken. It's all for the same purpose, and it's all for the same definition of what's called the resurrection. Because I see that this is a plan that was put into place many years ago. And I showed Robert Vaughn, now I don't know which Robert Vaughn it is, from years ago, making the blueprints, I call them, because they're blueprints, so I call that the truth of how I see it. And there's machinery, and this was all put together as a master plan. I stopped here because I think that picking up here will be a little easier than stopping in the middle of a crazy photo. Hi, Rumple. Here what you could see is this again comes from a video. Molly was in it. It's called Dine In with Molly. I'll say in the first video, I'll look it up again for you guys. But it's not on one of her YouTube channels. It's on this Jilly from Philly. Now, it doesn't have anything to do with Never Does It Does, the channel in which I get this information. It helps me tell the story to the details that bring justice to the kids and hopefully help the law enforcement. This here is one of the photos that come from this video that was put out, I'm opening my can, 2 days ago. 48 hours ago, right? It's Molly having dinner at the dine-in with Jilly from Philly. And in the TV behind her, it shows, to me, it's showing information that talks to the people that do this, whatever that might be. Now, that's called a deep fake. because they're putting it in these videos. Who are they? I have no freaking idea. But in the first video I showed little snippets, and here I'm showing you one right now that speaks to me exactly the same way that I saw Brian Kohlberger's car. That right there is exactly how Brian Kohlberger's car, how Brian Kohlberger's car was lifted on the same thing. Now, I talk about Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, and when I give information, I give it from how using my clairvoyance and my medium, right? But I found that these images, I could pull them and show you and explain it. It's not like someone sitting there and, you know, there's exactly the same, maybe there is, exactly the same car lifted over the maroon, whatever that's coming out of the ground. As you could see, they're not parked in a normal spot, and it's lifted. It's being lifted. It's on a angle. Now, what you're looking at is this. And this never made sense either. So this isn't a normal car sitting on a normal parking spot. And the thing is, it's not that someone could say to me, oh, that's the street and that's a bridge, because there are wheels under that thing. So anyone that knows, it's a ramp or it's the back of a truck, right? These are wheels. These cars go somewhere, they get whatever they do with it. That is what they're showing here. This is lifted, and this is what I'm telling you through my clairvoyance. What this is underground. Garage, like underground. I feel a railroad on the top. I feel water. I feel dampness. I feel dampness because it's open on either side, like ears coming through. But this is a garage. This is a garage, and this car is being lifted in. That's what's happening here. Same thing. Whoops. Here, and here, and here. Molly Golightly changes. This obviously, we know this isn't Molly in the video. There are really important images here that are standard in the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's elements. I choose these elements because it does bring justice to the kids, but more importantly, this is for educational and entertainment purposes, right? So it educates you guys. So if you feel as if you're looking at something that could help bring justice to the kids in these videos that get tampered with, I help for you guys to be able to find the element. I help you in that way. So if when I say, here's Molly, and there's like that gold trim, that's pretty much in all the videos, you guys. I show that all the time. I showed it a few times in part 1. It's pretty much a staple. And every time I see it, this here, I know that this gets validated for myself. This. And there's that gold strip right under the FIFA. Always there, you guys. I don't know, sometimes they turn, thank you guys, sometimes Molly turns into a figure of Molly that doesn't look like anything of Molly. So this then was Molly. All the stuff lays between the slides. This we don't know who this is because it doesn't resemble Molly. At least all the different Mollys that we know. There's different Mollys. There's not just one. This is what happens to the window. It's no longer a deli. So there are bits of videos that you'll all of a sudden be like, oh shit, that is nothing of what we were looking at. Well, that's called an accident on their end, because this here, if a law enforcement could talk me into saying, oh no, that's the deli, Lori. That's the deli. I don't know what you're talking about, but that's still Molly sitting in deli eating. Really? Really? Like, there's certain things that just are not even close to what it's supposed to appear to be. This is not Molly sitting in the goddamn diner. So there's certain things that you just can't argue the fact because it's not there. Like, pick your poison. Who's sitting in what? This makes no sense. They're not Molly's. And I don't know if that's Jilly. I have no idea. So, a lot of information that I'm showing you within these videos resonate with the cases I'm following. Molly Golightly's photos that I went back to that no longer exist, especially the one that says photos never seen before photos, really tell KIELYRODNI's story. Not just SUMMERWELLS' missing children, KIELYRODNI's story. KIELYRODNI wasn't by herself. When you turn this photo upside down, I've done this before, it's not new. That's the person and the baby as part of her sacrifice. So whoever is doing this is telling the story. No one could tell me that that is her reflection. And there's so much more in here that tells the story, but this was the loudest. Her wrists, look at her hands. Everything in here. There's the mesh. See, the mesh is right here. It's on the left side. It's around her ankles. The string, the mesh with the hearts right here. I'm showing you this because all this is in Molly's videos. And it's all about the girls here. So Idaho 4, big time Idaho 4, and Kylie. It's almost like Kylie was with the Idaho 4. Here's our element, the feet. Here's your mesh. These signs are throughout Gabby Petito's, KIELYRODNI's, and the Idaho 4. This photo here, you guys, I'm going to be showing you pictures of information from Plunder, even though we're talking about Mali, because I need to first show you Plunder's and then show you how they're repeated in Mali's videos. And where they're repeated is in the video which no longer is up, and I put the name of it in here somewhere. It's somewhere in here. Photos that, like, lost photos. Wait, let me see. It's called, because I mix in a lot of different things to show you. It's called Lost Idaho 4 Never Seen Photo Album. It's not up there anymore. It was Mali's. So I'm going to be showing you how the Lost Photo Album matches what I'm going over. I'm going to show you the deep fake over what happened to the Idaho 4. This is the deep fake that happened. This is the deep fake that is above the real truth. This Good Life Whatever Cafe is what they use. So the only ones who are going to know the truth, and that they know I've got the right video to tell the story. It's the guilty that put it in there that are going to realize it and recognize it. This video was used, and the truth is in this video. So if there's a hacker that does this for a living and you want to do something fun, this is the video. This is the video that you could unravel and find the Idaho 4 sacrificed kids story right in it, if you wish. Beneath this video that's from the diner, well, hey, we just had one in the diner. This is what's beneath it. These are sacrifices, and this is what it looks like when they're on those little platter things. Good, yep, good vibes, silver lining. Same thing. But let me wait till you see Molly's stuff after this. Here, this is the element. They're telling you what this is doing is they're really saying, like, you fucking idiots. So when I brighten this up and just focus in on the element that was found in Summer Moon Wells' case, in every case that I talk about here, is this. It's the white bag, that's the V, and this whole entire thing really puts it in your face, like, I see it. So these are major elements that I use to tell the story. Summer Moon Wells' drink of choice was Mountain Dew. this one is truly, I think that that is just being used to put the 2 and the 3. See, when I say 2 and the 3, what's on that building is exactly what was on one of the brothers' legs the night that Summer Moon allegedly went missing. But now, my question here was, if this is what you see in front of us from the Idaho 4 video that came from Good Vibes, how is it that that silhouette went across Thunder's video? It was a split second. I don't know how I got it, but this went across. That's supposed to be Plunder's side of the video. So this silhouette this night went across the whole thing. And that's when I was like, I think that's when I said, I think Plunder needs help. I think Plunder is like in the situation. I'm like, does anyone know her? Because this is like in the middle of her video. And it just matched the stories so well. And I was really concerned. And no one was able to answer me. But this frame is from her. And for someone who follows these stories, and if you understand that this came from her video, it's something that you would need to really look at really closely. Really closely. You guys, these pictures are really important for me to show you as then I go back to Molly. This is from, now it's a year whatever plus later. And I saved these things. This is the video from that night. From that night, right? Because this is Good Vibes. This thing here that's in the other part of their video, I don't understand why this keeps covering everything up. That to me looks like a dead person under there. That jacket used to be white. Wait, when did I just show you that? Oh, am I losing it? Like, this, see these silhouettes? That looks like a body bag. That girl doesn't have any clothes on. It's an arm, it's a shoulder. What's behind? Why would they hide their faces? See these things cover the body? There's the V. I just pointed that out in white, you guys. Which one did I use? The hell? This is serious picture. This is a serious photo. Let me see what this is. Thanks, Muffin. Oh. See that? I know these are symbols. You guys, this is a person. That's a body bag. You could tell that's a person, and this is the Idaho 4, by the way. And they're saying that this is in this, okay, so this video, this is, follow me, is saying that this is the night of, at the bar. At the bar. This picture is supposed to be them in the window. This here is that same bag. You see? These are the black bags that I was going to point out in here. The person over here is wearing one also. Oh, it's bloody. Oh, 47, page 47. Wait a minute. This is serious shit. This is really good shit right now. This, I like when I have things that are outside of my third eye. So when I brighten this up, the body bag, I'm calling it, has that V on it. Look at the A. Look at the A. Look at that. I'll point it. Oh, it's a B and a 5. It's a B and a 5. Right here. Here. B5. This is a head with the black hat on it. You guys, it was hot that night. That finger is pointing down is correct. What I see is they drank their drink. This is sacrifice at night. I just said to you, I believe this is the video that I think what happened to them. Isn't that what I said in the beginning? You guys, this is what happened to the Idaho 4. Allegedly, I'm telling the story. Here's the A room. This is the table. Body bag. The drink is empty, so they drank their drink. There's the popcorn. Finger down. Same table. Here's the V. Look at the hand gesture. Then there's all this stuff going on here. Corn Club. Popcorn Club or Corn Club. It says Corn Club. That person in the back that is because this finger goes into the window, this is a major conversation piece, because see how it's coming out of the window? See, that's the house. It's actually like fingers coming out of the window. Her head is in there. Look at how the edge is. So how you do this, you guys, is if they added it after, then it wouldn't have an edge to it. It's in the window. See how her head is connected? This is the machine. Her head is in the corner. This is the number 5. So in the beginning, I was explaining the measures and how the heads are in the corners. This is a perfect example. Her head is in the corner. All the heads are in the corners. This here is the sacrifice. She drank her beer. This one's full still. This one's full. The beer's empty over here. And these are all symbols. Here, see this thread? This maroon tube? That's a tube, you guys. It's on her. It's on her like a dog leash. Corn Club, interesting. So again, recognize how this says Corn Club. That is this is what happened to them the night of the murders. So what I do is I show information that confirms to me that this is what happened to the Idaho 4. And let me show you how it speaks to me. And many a times I will see this kind of an image in my third eye, and I would say, you know, I'm being shown a green face because they want me to know that a green face was here. This is what happened here. So by me being able to show you what I am seeing as my information is amazing. You know, this is, let me copy, paste, didn't paste? Oh God, wait. Here we go. This is what's in the corner behind this guy's head. Or it's on the guy's head. This is stuff that I see. This is how I see the sacrifices. There's a little child there, you guys. There's a child here. And this is what happened, you guys, the night of the sacrifices. I think that this video that they put out there is key. I always say small children, babies, embryos, they go with them. It wasn't just the 4 of them. It was a team. It was a group. That here, remember, this is supposed to be the bar. This is a child. I'm telling you it's a child. I'm telling you it's a little girl. It's a little girl. Over to the left, you see much that is talking to us. It's saying Corn Club. Maybe this is the Cornbread Mafia. Maybe it is. It says Corn Club. And this is telling me the story. It's telling me that these are the keys Established since 1948. It's telling me here are the keys to the Corn Club. I've got the keys. I'm the one with the keys, it's saying. This is what it's saying. I've got the keys. So whoever is sitting in this room, they're in charge of the keys. The key keeper is in here. See his sweatshirt? It says 504HO. This is the keys to the Idaho 4. So if anyone really cares in the law enforcement to take me seriously, they have the keys. This person, this group that took care of the Idaho 4 situation, that's what's coming across. It was a situation. This was a situation that the key keeper had to really get involved with. The master key keeper. The master key. Those are the master keys to the Corn Club. It's the Corn Club. It is the Corn Club. Does corn make beer? I have to ask a stupid question, right? Does corn have anything to do with... I sound so fucking ignorant. Let me see here. Because corn and beer, there's something going on with the corn is good for the beer. And this is what the cornbread mafia does? Do they use corn as commonly used ingredient for beer around the world? Makes up to 20% of the grain mix. So, okay, so what I'm getting is there's a correlation. The money, there's some money. So this is a reading. There's money being made. There's big time money being made with this Corn Club. Theirs is the Corn Club. And there's big time money being made, you guys, for exchange of what's going on here. Something is going on here. The corn mills. The corn mills. I see the big containers. What I'm seeing is the sacrifices go to the corn mills for the corn that makes beer. They go through something like a corn mill. What's a corn mill? Okay. The sacrifices use a corn mill. Corn mill. All right, so I have a photo of what I'm envisioning. Wait, I'm going to send it to my phone, to my computer. What they're saying, okay, a trigger warning because it's really disgusting. You guys, I can only give you the information that's given to me, right? Where I just looked this up on images. It says it comes from, oh my God, these images are Amazon. I get these images, and what I do, to the best of my abilities, is try to show you the image that I have within my clairvoyance eye. This happens when I do things like this, use others' videos to tell the story. So many a time something like this will show to me because I'm supposed to tell you that they use these corn mill mixers. They use these in the process because somehow the children see this. So this is a corn mill mixer. Amazon. These are used. These are used. Yes, you all have to make sure to get notified for these videos. This is what I see. I see that this is a major group. Huge. This is still coming from that video. Everyone here that has been here, they know there's certain shapes like this. Wait, let me grab it bigger. That are just standard silhouette images. They're like silhouette, like conversation. They're like cutouts. This here is very important to recognize. This is how you know someone is screwing with you in your video. So this video tells the true story. The photo to the right is the same second, basically, because he's still holding that core drink. This is under the table. These are elements that someone is speaking. So what I hear that's important to the one listening is the drink is full. Green face is here. So somehow they're ready to take the demon out of them. And we're still in the corn club. The difference is someone took ownership of someone. There's been a shift, an exchange. A big exchange just took place this night. The exchange of the keys. The keys were exchanged. Someone new, there's someone new in the group, and something went wrong that night. Here are the keys on the table in this one here, under corn. I'm going to show you how that photo doesn't match the other photo the same. Wait. Wait, does she still have the V on her? Let me see which one changed. Hold on. One, two, three, four. We have to crop it in. There was a key exchange, so I want to show you. Okay. Let's see if I could show you here. One in the 9. No, it's the same. This one's almost the same one. I can't. Shoot. I may have to play. Oh, I can't play it. Alright, I'll stick to what I'm doing. So this video is really telling tons of information. The one in the middle is the photo from the video. And it's right in the window. It's like tells the little caricatures right in the window. I always feel like I have to point it out. If I turn this upside down, you could see the V. And the face and a little critter. What you see here is what the lady has in her hand, but it's now here in the window. Okay, copy. So there's your, I turned it the other way. The critter that's all the way on the bottom, come on. See the green face and the maroon? Trying to grab it. Right there, all the way on top. I flipped it. Now let me flip it back over. Crop it and show you how what that lady is holding. It's the same thing as this. It's just now being presented differently to you guys. That's basically what's under the table. I flipped it. That's like what she's holding. The only thing is, it's reversed in the cutout. But whatever boxes and shit she's showing under the table, they're now in the window. They're done. They're ready to be taken. They're ready to be taken out. It's the story, you guys. They're telling it in this video. They're telling it. I am not quite sure why no one wants to know the true story. This shit wouldn't match. It matches. Let me try to brighten this up and you'll see. Brighten it as much as I can. Alright, I brightened as much as I could and did a little bit of contrast so you could see these pieces under the table. Those are right there. That's what this is. It's speaking. The answers that people are looking for lies in these videos. that person, people are going by how they look. You can't do that because they change their look. All of this stuff is all of the Idaho 4. This is what they show in the diner that they're standing in the night that the kids went missing. That is a young child. I showed it 5 slides ago. Look what is in the cooler. These are voodoo dolls. Voodoo dolls. Oh, see, they found the 9-year-old. I told you I didn't want to give a reading that hopefully she'd be found. There you go. I'm like, don't think I want to do that. Here are voodoo dolls. And they're covering up the child. Thank God she was found. See? Curious to know what the story is. There's a story behind it. There's your owl. There's the voodoo dolls. Remember, this is from their videos, you guys. This comes from their videos. This is the Idaho 4 story. The story is known by many. There are many that know the story. The group of people that are hiding in this photo, whoever is hiding behind the other, knows the story. They have the trophies. They have the trophies. There's the stick right on them. They know exactly what happened. This guy back here. Who's that man? You kids here know exactly what happened. You're within the box. I mean, they know. They know what happened. The pictures that they have here beneath the photos, you guys, are very much real. These are very real, because these are the photos they don't want you to see. You see the lines? This is what I said I would go back to a video that was just posted 48 hours ago. I said the videos that show sacrifice, they all have this in common. The bars. The bars. Molly's bars match perfectly. So why is it that I started with Molly? Because her fucking video shows the whole story. As if she had the Idaho 4. Right there, in those seats, in the ground. This is Molly's. This is the Idaho 4. I am so fucking tired of no one giving a shit. Seriously. There is nothing different. Nothing. This is what's so crazy. So crazy. This is the story that nobody wants to look at. This is the story. That is one of the Idaho 4. Trust me when I tell you, whoever that is has been touched by whoever is behind Molly Golightly. I just showed you all these elements. Look. Really? Look. Page is this? 54. There's the green, the blue face, here's the Idaho 4. This is Molly. No difference. They're all right there. This is the video from the night of the Idaho 4 murders, and this is what they're showing. This is plunders. If you go closely to the missing photos from Molly Golightly, that marks it missing photos, her photos are quite different from what we see. This photo you've never seen of her eyes like this. Absolutely not. There's no way. Look at the F. Oh wait, it's got initials. Let's see. The F. Wait. Let me contrast it a little. All right, let's see if we could read this. So here's the F. Can you guys see that word? I cannot. US. Those are her eyes. And the other side is showing the sacrifice as well. This is connected to her head. I'm brightening it up. These photos that come from Molly, see that's on her. These are actually her Plunders videos. I'm showing it because all of this stuff is showing up in Molly's. Lot popping open. This here comes from Molly's. I showed you this before, but what I'm going to show you. Oh, whoa. This to me comes from the same night. This to me is, wait till I show you what this is. Wow. Alright, I'm going to zoom in. I didn't see this before. I told you KIELYRODNI is a very big presence. Kylie and Gabby. What's on her finger is exactly what was on Kylie's hand. Right here. When she had both of her hands touching the bus window. That's in her hand. And she has black nail polish on. No, whose hand is it? Oh, it's the middle one. That's an element. Big time. These kids know what happened. So these photos and that came from these videos are really, really close, the closest you're going to see to some of these elements. Because many a times they superimpose them. But look what's on her back. It's one of the sticks. So whatever she's doing it that night. See the stick with the heart on it on her back? It's right there. And right there. And then one of the victims, she's right in the back in the window. So I'm going to show you a few different versions of this. She's right here. I want to see what's in her here. They're just more elements. This is what's in her here. A's and stuff. And this is just giving you a closer look. And whoever put this information in here absolutely, positively knows what happened to the Idaho 4. They know what happened, you guys. Whoever is behind them in this photo, they know. And when I say behind them, what's behind them is the answer. They're the cover-up. So let me show you what I mean. There's shit that comes behind them. You could see what's fake and not fake in one moment. So look how it's, okay, I'm not, okay, so these are naked photos I'm getting out of this. So what's happening with those is that looks like they are naked. Yeah, the stuff disappears. I'll put it up for one moment because it's not that it's not so bad. So this photo starting to change, see? Because they know the story and they put the story in here. That girl is basically naked. These girls are naked. And this is the sacrifice that happened that night. This is what happened, you guys. That's one of their necks in the corners. Do you see? That's fucking real. You see that the truth, it comes forward. These are the sacrifices, and this is what happened to them. They go in that corner, and that is a big part of the true story. See how this is brightening up on her neck. It's a big deal. The photos here, they show that there are different people behind many of these students. And then there's students that we've never seen before. And they're coming forth because they were sacrificed. They were sacrificed. It's saying they are the ones that were sacrificed, not the ones that we think they are. They are the ones. Like this face. This is one face that was sacrificed. this person. So it's the people that we don't see. But they're here. And they got sacrificed. Like here, it's someone that looked like her, but isn't her. See a person in the back? The sacrifice, they're saying that someone that looked like her, but it wasn't her. It was her. They're the ones that got sacrificed. Right in there. They were sacrificed. And the story is right in this video. Story is right here. There's a younger one that looks like her. A young one. There's also someone that looked like her. Younger than her. That was sacrificed. This is right there representative of a person with a hat on his head being sacrificed. That is representing the story to me. In other words, there are people in here that no one recognized were sacrificed, and that's what we're doing here. We're bringing these people justice by mentioning that we see them. And we see them. They're beneath the deep fake. They're within the photo in which they want you to see. And this is what they want you to see. But the story somehow must be told. It must go on. So, right here, I'll show you a little at a time. This guy's face is obvious. So that looks like the girl from the Kent Club or Kent House, whatever they are, Kent House, the Kent family. Doesn't she? Doesn't she? Oh, Dylan Rounds. You're right. Long gone. That looks like Dylan. Let's get a picture up here. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Dylan. The smile. Dylan Rounds. See, now that I have this Dylan White, I don't know why I kept this information on him, but I did. All right, let me open this Dylan. Let me see what I've got. A lot of him with, okay. Let me just get his face. This is one of the pictures that I'll show you the whole thing actually. I grabbed from the Dylan case because I'm like, this is obvious. Now, see his hands? I saw so much there. The V's and the fingers. Nah, I don't know. In all of these photos, there's another face between the faces. This here is from Molly's photos. And in the smallest of the smallest, I saw this photo. They're in, if you could find it, Never, Idaho 4, Never Seen photo album. Oh, should I bring that closer? The Sammy picture? Here. Whoops, let me close that. All right, let me bring the Sammy picture closer. This was in, I don't know who the girl's in the black hair, but this was in her video. And I'm like, that's Sammy. Here. Whoops. Right? Oh, you're right, Buffin. Then Dylan White was mentioned when they had a person of interest. Someone blabbed that name out. This looks like Sammy to me. And it feels like Sammy to me. And this is in Molly's photo album. Again, I'm showing you the element here. I gotta change rooms. Hold on. 1 second, guys. Okay. 1 minute, I'm changing rooms. Change of guards. All right, let me plug in. first take a look because this is all, it's all glass. Oh wow, you guys. A little accident in here. All right. Sorry again. All right, so this is Idaho 4. And as you could see, look what's in her here. Look at the elements that are popping up on the right-hand side of the screen. Let me crop this. These are all from Molly's photos. Let me open this up. This here is what we call the mesh. Right here. That is right there in the video, in her hair. The hearts. The 5. It's telling the story. And look where it is. It's on a windowsill. It's always on a windowsill. Because it's always in a corner. Always in a corner. Their heads are always in a corner. See? Corner. Those are the elements. And her head is in the corner. Just like that. If I had a guess, I would say it was a baby wrapped up. That got super bright. I found this interesting. This was in one of the videos. I'm keeping it because I think this is my intuitive feeling is that this is location or body parts. And this is a map. That this is a map to what's going on and what's done. That people follow. Okay, I'm going to show you another, what I want to call bombshell information. I just showed you a moment ago that Molly's new video, which she's sitting in, is there the same kind of a fencing, right? Well, in Molly's video, she shows to me one of the very top elements, and this was this, and no one talked about it. Inside of the Idaho 4 video of them laying on the couch, the couple, was this little photo to the right that you see in the left. I circled it. It's in his phone. So let me go closer so you could see it's actually in the phone. And I pointed it out because I kept saying they go to the water. Something happens to them at the water, and they jump. There's a jump. Let me crop this in. And when I saw this in the phone, I was pretty excited. I'm like, oh my goodness, here it is. This is with the water, and he has on one of those water suits, and people are going to see it. I showed it, and nothing happened. It's right there. That's the Idaho 4. That's him. I blew it up, that part, for people to see, and then I'm like, that's the F. I'm like, wow. That's how he died. That is what it looks like. Just like that. Here, I'll blow it up a little bit. But these are, it's Ethan. Yeah, that's Ethan. That's Ethan. And this is in his video holding that phone. I blew it up and put it to the right-hand side. This symbol has been part of part of Summer Moon Wells Missing Children, and KIELYRODNI, Gabby Petito. All the cases have it. And it showed, the first time it showed to me was in Summer Moon Wells, the water hole. I'm like, are those scuba divers? That's when I saw the scuba divers. I'm like, what is with the water? And this is what I saw for Summer Moon Wells. That's obviously Ethan, and no one cared. But that same situation is what I saw over that happened to KIELYRODNI at the water. Here, oh, I just got a butterfly. Does anyone see what I'm about to show you? This is where Molly Golightly was 2 days ago. Understand that the situation and where she is the deep fake. Right? That's the deep fake. The story is being told under the deep fake. Under. If you look closely, find the photo. Why did I move it? Wait. I moved the sticks? The heck? Wait. I'm grabbing the sticks. Where did it go? Wait. I wonder if it's in the other. You guys see closely what you're looking at? Let me see if it's in the other presentation. I may have clipped it out for accident. Yeah, let me bring it in, because this is super important. You hear my dogs running? It's so loud. Okay. This is super important. These sticks I can't, I have so many different versions of this thing. I want to show you the Kylie's. Well, I'm going to have to see where it is because this, got it. This here, and for some reason it's not in here in my presentation. Page 67. Funny. You guys look carefully at the string in Molly's video. Oh, thank you, Muffin Top, the best mod in the world. That is so sweet. Thank you. Oh, Long Gone celebrates 15 months. Congratulations. This is what you have to pay attention to in that in Molly's. That's the stick that I kept mentioning in Kylie's video. That's the stick. That's it. See that? That's in the diner. That isn't a shade, you guys. This is telling the story. This is telling the story that it's showing sacrifice underneath her video. That stick is this stick. They're the same red thing going up it. Those are the other sticks next to it. Same thing. Same thing as Kylie had. Same thing. This is all the same. It's just telling the same story. Whatever they're doing here is the same story. You know, her video better get looked at. Seriously better get looked at. Because I don't know whose video it is, but I know that the information it shows is critical. It's critical. It gives information that I know matches everything that I've been doing here. And it matches over and over and over and over. This here shows the boxes right there. It shows the string. All of a sudden where it said silver linings, it doesn't say it. It's a cat. This isn't a diner anymore. This is exactly what I've been showing you with the maroon boxes. Totally the same. Molly Golightly is no longer in the diner. The head is in the corner. It's that snowball looking thing. Look what is behind Molly in the diner. You want to know what this looks like? The same restaurant that she went to with the transvestite. I think I showed it yesterday. I think I showed that video. Wasn't it that video? She was in a restaurant. It's like it's the same restaurant. To me, it's like this is the same restaurant as she was in with her buddies. Like they reuse the same footage. I don't know why I stuck this in here. So here are more of Kylie's photos that no one really probably resaw once this version was taken down. This is really what Kylie looks like. Or should I say this is not what Kylie looks like. This is the story of KIELYRODNI. She winds up in the water just like the Idaho 4. Just like the Idaho 4. What you see here is the same placement of whatever they're doing to Kylie is the same kind of a placement that they did to JonBenet Ramsey and to everyone else that we're looking at. I showed you this earlier. This is a stupid ass photo of the window. The window's been shown 100 different times. All that is it matches what they keep showing in all of the cases. The Idaho 4 is in the upper left-hand corner. JonBenet is in the bottom right-hand corner. They're basically telling you the same significance of what's going on. They're telling you the same story, just different victims. They're always telling this story. This measuring thing has been around. I have a whole thing about it on John Wayne Gacy. This, let me crop it over here. These are major copy and paste elements that they could copy and paste, and they're identical in any of these that they think are the same. This doesn't change. That has been part of the blueprint. The blueprint. Let's see. Gacy. His whole entire story and the videos have all, they have photos like this, and that's supposed to be him in the car, but these are nothing more than what I'm showing you. This is what I've been showing you. That is what they're showing under John Wayne Gacy's face. See? It's far from the same. It's just one is a victim of his. I mean, these are victims of his that are hidden under there, just like what they're doing with all of these children. One day, they'll be like, oh, look at this. The shapes match. JonBenet Ramsey. These shapes match all the missing children's cases that I see in the videos. How about that? Nothing's changed. I'm trying to find the measuring thing as I go off on a tangent. Well, I don't want to waste any more time looking, but these are good examples. But yeah, that's going nowhere. That's staple. So this is where it originated from. Was from these drawings from Robert Vaughn. And these continued through the SUMMERWELLS case. Here's another photo. These are from Molly's video. The faces that show up to the right, are the faces underneath these other ones. But I want to show you here, Molly has like one of those, this stuff around her neck, the equipment. I don't know whose face this is, but I'm showing it in case someone else recognizes him. This is what shows under Molly's forgotten photos. This is how they layer, you guys. These are layered photos. And it's the very bottom layer that is the one that they don't want anyone to see. So if I were to zoom into this and say who is trying to hide, I would go to the dude's face right in the middle with that girl. Like these guys. Right? Right here. That dude or girl, I don't know what that is. And they're the ones that are on the bottom layer. They're on the bottom layer. But information is key from these videos. They completely tell the story of what is the right story and what is the wrong story. And then this stuff just appears in other videos. It appears in a different way. See how her hair is looking like KIELYRODNI's? Kylie's had those, in a lot of her video, Kylie's had the dreadlock look. Not in a lot of video, the one that she's dancing or with her dress on. Her black or red dress, I still don't know the color. But they're showing her the same way here. I don't know who the girl is on the right. This is another video, another photo. I have it up there, never seen photos. The kids know what happened, you guys. I mean, I'm quite certain. I'm quite certain that they know what happened. And there's some really sad. There's some girls in here that are underage. I don't know. I think that maybe it's about them. Back here. These guys back here, I don't know who they are. The back row. You see? See how you go to the back row? The one that's on the bottom row is this right here, and she's got this. It's about her. It may be her. But that girl there is, there are elements on these girls back here that are all the way in the back. And then you zoom into the poster with the hands in it. So that girl right up there. So these are sacrifices up here. And these are victims. This one right back here. This is the basement of the Idaho 4. This was in Molly's photos. See, these are elements on her. She's the victim. So this is what was stuck in here to tell her story. So this again comes from Molly, is a photo, and this isn't in the other photos, right? So it's about that person, maybe others, but it's about her story. And this is how it starts to look. That's supposed to be the basement. See? This is the story of this of the Idaho 4. So these are the photos that come from Molly's station. They're very, very different from all the rest. So the first half I showed you what was just put out 48 hours ago, right? This here is a video, photos from a video that I had for a while. And this is what comes out of them. I brightened this one up. These are sacrifices, you guys. These are them. These are sacrifices. I mean, I don't know how this could be completely ignored. Oh gosh, thank you, Long Gone, for that super chat. Thank you very much. Aw, thank you. It's Corner Club. I wish that's what it said. It definitely said corn, right? But it's corner. Because, Jesus. Everything is in the corner. Oh, did it say corner? Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's corner. I saw corn on a different one. Wait a minute. They showed it this way too. Oh my God. What? Corner. And this is how I read it over here. Corn. Because ER is not there? Whoa. Everything is in the corner. You guys, everything is. See that? That head there with the V in the head, it's in the corner. The aha moment. Here we go. Aha moment. The corner. Where do we've got the corner club? Wait. Who said it? It's a corner club. Was it Judith? Who said it first? It's corner, not. Yeah, Judith. It's the corner club. I found this interesting. This is, to me, whatever showed up in these photos, just like this of Molly's, speaks so heavily about KIELYRODNI, the Idaho 4. So the photo here up top is supposed to be, right, the Idaho 4, right? That's photos from the Idaho 4. Now, if you look closer, let me get this, it's too bright, wait. Reset, okay. I'm going to put a little bit more contrast on it. This is what was in the front seat with Gabby Petito in the trunk as well. This with all the writing on it. You see this? And do you see the face in the mirror? They're telling you the story. This is what they do. Look at that. I don't know if they want that card to be red or maroon. They can't even make up their minds. Look at the lettering. That is what Gabby Petito had in her car, front seat. It's exactly the same thing. I'm like, those are all letters. She's in the front seat. And it's all fake. Here's a couple pictures. Put Gabby out here. Look, that's when the car was pulled over. Look at the guy has the equipment on him. And they're giving all the symbols they could possibly give. And nope. Nobody cared about Gabby. This is what was in the front seat. Let me open this up. Gabby Petito's information, as well as the Idaho 4, is so much in this video of Molly's photos never seen. Here's one way it looked. This is one way it looked. That's Gabby in her front seat. But let me find the bag. It looks like her backpack, but it isn't. It's exactly what you're looking at. Oh, wow. Her video is so messed up now. I wonder if anyone is going to just speak the truth one day and just say it. Say it the way it is. No lies. No nothing. Look at this. Gabby's holding her own box of L. Box with the L. That's Gabby. But no sacrifice here. That's Gabby holding her box. I mean, oh, here it is. Here is the front seat. That is not her backpack. That's the same thing. It's covered in letters. See that? It's not a normal backpack. And this is where they had like that sheriff's hat. The cowboy hat. Remember where like I said, oh my God, the cowboy hat is like Gabby's gone. You don't even see her here. But that's what's there. I know. I should not hold my breath. It's so bad. That's what they show. And this is the story. That's a tattoo, obviously. Duh. But look at Gabby holding. I told you they all have a box with an L. Here. And look at the policeman. Like, what is that? And this is how they showed her in the car. That's not even her. So, yeah, so that's in Molly's photo. And then there's someone hiding in the mirror. They're right in the mirror. Let me crop it. Come on. Okay. Let me show you. Look at how the car is white, red, and maroon. She just in these photos, in these videos, there's just so many symbols. So this is what's in the mirror. Right in that mirror. That's Molly. It's pretty significant. Who is that holding it there? We don't know. She's being hidden. That person's being hidden. That looks like Jagger to me. I want to tell you that the photos of this girl, I think she's being used as a double for the girl that's whose face is in the middle of the black and white face, because this girl shows many different ways, but the fact that this black nail tells me what to look at. It's always shows up. See her arm? There's something there. It's the girl right in the middle. What you guys have to look at here are the photos that I capture in between. In between this photo is assault. That's what I want to call, obviously allegedly. But what's in between this video is nothing more than something that is really difficult to talk about. It's in there. And this is what's in between their photo. And I've seen one other photo like this, but it's being hidden under their video. And when you get closer into the smaller of the smallest frames, you get this. These are really sad photos to me. The circumstance that is surrounding what is in here is really sad. Each person has their own box here, if you could tell. They're walking in and out. I personally have a hard time looking at those. Like how this here is a deep fake cover-up on the top. Kind of reminds me of JonBenet Ramsey, the photos that they use for her. But this here, to me, is the same thing as this, of what's in the smaller frame. And they're in this frame. They're somewhere here. I don't like it. I feel as if the authorities could pull this shit apart, they really would be able to tell what's going on. It's just how I feel. I see it. The box that's, you know, behind them here is the same concept as this with the box. It's the same. See, to me, this is the same. There's just a cover up. These girls were sacrificed. And whoever is doing this has enough connections to get their photos right, get their photos done. Just covers it up. Covers this up. No difference to me. The pictures of these girls and these girls who we don't know, they get layered because there's layers underneath the girls that are victims that nobody talks about, you guys. Blonde hair is layered over these girls to make them look like they're all the Idaho 4. They're not. They're called the Idaho 4 missing murdered children. These faces are beneath the faces I'm showing, and these videos and these photos came from Molly Golightly. You can't find it. Why do we have different teenagers, women's faces? These are the people, these are the kids, these are kids that nobody is mentioning, nobody is talking about, nobody knows anything about them. There's layers under Molly's videos, layers. Layers of girls that we've never seen. They look like the Idaho 4, but this girl here they are not the Idaho 4. This girl here is that girl. They all sort of look the same, but they're not. Do you see this equipment? That's on them. That is on them. That is called elements. These are elements. These are elements. Everything else is deep faked. The elements appear. There are other teens beneath the Idaho 4 murders. These are the kids, these are the teens, these are the children. Have no name. They've been put to the side because somebody decided that they were worth nothing. So we might as well make them worth something in the resurrection. So we're going to do what we do best and then hide it from everybody. We're going to do what we think is really good for the world, but don't tell anybody. But don't tell anybody. We're just going to tell the story through nonsense on the YouTube. That's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do. Wind up in the sand. Let's put some shit in the sand. This girl here, right here, this is how they do it. They hide information because they're not strong enough. The kids have become too strong for them. There's your V. Too strong for them. The kids are standing really strong. They're standing strong. And you all just can't even stand up to fight against them. You're too weak because this shit's not sticking. I showed you guys this. There are faces beneath this face that tell the story of all the victims. Look at the carving. Look in the engraved carving that is showing. That has been engraved in someone's body. Those are burns. You guys, those are burn marks that we're looking at, if you could see them. Somebody has burn marks on them, and that somebody isn't just the Idaho 4 that we know of. All right, I see the face. Let me see what happens here. I see the face come through. Wait, let me change the coloring. So the face is coming through right here. One of them. And there's that's the burn marks. There's a Y. There's a name. I think this is Kylie. I think this says Kylie. I don't know. So there is another face. Let me see. trying to play with the coloring. See, Molly's video shows a lot of information, you guys. There is information in here. See those letters? What do you guys see? Obviously a Y, an A, oh, now it's really changing. All right. Let me open this up. It depends on like which way I brighten it. It tells different stories on different levels. So you guys could take these and you change, you know, brighter, you change the contrast, and it tells different victim stories. That's what I see. And again, these are only from Molly's, and it's very important, especially that F. Anyone who, you know, asks about this F, this here is from KIELYRODNI's boat. You know, this is her standing by the water. They'll dance with her boyfriend, and then you have that to the all the way to the right, the face that has the mesh on it. That's pretty important. This here with the mesh on it. So the information that they show at these Idaho 4 parties also shows up in Molly's videos. I'm showing this because I want others to see that these markings are letters that someone else may understand. This guy has the number 5 in his hand, allegedly. But this here are elements, and you've seen this on necks and faces with the heart. And this is in Xaname's TikTok. All this. I'm showing you this for a reason. But this is Xaname's TikTok. Nobody really looked at it. Couldn't have. Because if anyone looked at it the correct way, you would see all this. Look at their necks. Let me brighten it. You could see the necks, but everything else will look weird. Always have the maroon tubing. But this is sacrifice. This is the night of sacrifice. I mean, look at it. Look at that. She looks like she has ties and looked over to the right. This here's Jamie Ramsey. This comes straight from Jamie Ramsey. I'm going to be bringing in Molly's photos. I want you to notice what's going on here with the letters. The letters change throughout the video. The letters that are over in the left-hand, upper left-hand corner, same house, same video, are not the same letters that you see throughout the rest of the video. There you have an F, a Y. I've seen this stuff on Molly. I'm going to show you. So these are the letters that are over on the left-hand, upper left-hand side. Totally different than the same video within seconds. Should be the same. Should be the same. Brighten it a little bit. But it's not. And the reason being is because someone is telling a story here of different victims. So because I know that, I give justice to whoever this is about. But it's about somebody that we don't know, because that somebody's information is right in here. Those are victims that have no name. And we're here to give them justice. I don't know, but I've seen those on the, I'm going to show you, on Molly Golightly's scarves. And that is a smiley face on JonBenet Ramsey in her hand. The Ramsey case shows that the head goes in the corner. The Ramsey case really, really shows exactly what happens to every sacrifice that I cover. Why? Because it's the same. They're showing the same cause, the same sacrifice, same people, the same Robert Vaughn blueprints. It's a head in the corner. Yeah, like 8s and stuff. And JonBenet shows it's very important for them to keep showing the half circle and the measuring thing. Throughout the video, that is their main objective, is to keep showing that stick and its placement. Its placement was somewhere in here with the plaster, in a room with cement and plaster, all of this. This, to me, is Don Wells's storyboard. This is actual video, scene video. Oh. This is what they show, and they say that she was laying there, but there's a bike, there's plaster, there's all this stuff, same as what was in Summer Moon. And in this video, it gives us the story. They basically, the sun goes down, and they are part of the ground, the soil, the harvest. They wind up here, just like this, like on these properties. And they whoever's doing these sacrifices finds this very peaceful. They find this to be the reasoning page, like the page that gives them a reason. So this here would be a photo to explain what they're doing and to rationalize it. This is how they rationalize it, how they make it okay. And then they hide. They hide. Their head is in the leaves. Summer Moon Wells, from the first time I wanted to hear her speak, in the leaves, and you all witnessed it with me. Just like that. She's in the leaves. She's in leaves. She's in the leaves. And this is the story. This is it. This video that shows everything that I just showed you, that you're looking at, that's Prince. This video is Molly's full episode from Wife Swap, which I think obviously is complete bullshit. But this video shows me what I just showed you as far as sacrifices for the good of the earth, whatever they're doing. But the children know from this. They know from, this comes from Molly's video. They know from what you're looking at, because this is how they make peace with what they're doing. This is what happens. They're in the leaves. They're in the soil. They're beneath the earth. Her first fake episode tells us the story. And this stuff comes from there, just like this. And it is no different than anything that I have shown you thus far from any of my cases, especially the Idaho 4. This kind of a photo here, this here is telling the same story of this. Same kind of a story this here. And when we hit upon something that is so spiritually heightened, like when something actually does glow, I hope everyone sees that. It just is saying we're right on, and we're going to show you to the best of our capabilities. And let me explain something. Her whole entire video from the first episode, to me, sets this whole thing up. Meaning, it just sets the people up. These are the people. This is what they do. The photos within the video are really disgusting. And this is how Molly shows herself. We don't know you, Molly. That's why I have on there, who is Molly? Who are you? No one knows. Because I think if anyone knew, they would have to be probably shut up real fast. But nobody really knows who you are. Right? You did a video 2 days ago. 2 days ago. It showed sacrifice. It showed a lot of information. Either you know it or you don't know it did. What are you going to do about it? In this video, down in the smallest of the smallest, let me point it out, smallest corner, right here, throughout your whole video, right here, I'm showing right here, this is what shows in that picture. The fuck is that? This is your video, Molly. Who are you? You hold, I believe, the key to saving the kids and to bring justice home. This here is from your video. You are the only one who will know whose head is covered in mesh. I won't. It's your video. Who is Molly Golightly? That's a person right at the end of the couch. Right there at the end of the couch. Why? Why? These are the things that people want to know. This is what's going on here. We're at the point where all of this is showing up in every circumstance. Every circumstance. Molly, go lightly. This isn't you. Right there in the hair, this is from Molly's video, is that 3-prong thing to the right. I look for it all the time. Madeline McCain has it in her hair. And here Molly looks, it looks like it's a dead person. Hold your breath. Trigger warning. These are kids that are in the video. I so see Summer. Now this was like filmed years ago. So understand when I see a Summer Moon Wells, I see that Summer Moon Wells missing children that look like the Summer Moon that we know. Right? And I see it right here. This comes from Molly's video from House Swap. You need to look and notice that this child has no arm. And the other arm looks fake as well. To me, this child has no arms. This is housewife that she had with Princess. That little girl, this little girl, I have more pictures like that. The picture to the right is from Molly's video. Absolutely resembles to me what's going on in Kylie's picture when they show her at the fake water. This shouldn't be in a housewife video. This is a victim. Obviously, allegedly, but what else would you think? What else could this possibly be? Kylie has that same V around her as this child has around him. It's the same. This here, Kylie, shown since the day she went missing, or they found her, or whatever. This is her sacrifice. Whatever's being wrapped around this little boy is the same thing as what Kylie has wrapped around her. I believe this to be canvas. Sitting at the table. At the table they have those things on their heads. Like Don had and Benny had. They're eating corn. Now, this isn't the same video that had corn, or whatever you want to call it, corn or corner club. That was the Idaho 4. All of these have Molly's information. These all come, they all come from Molly. It can't be any coincidence that I see Candace here eating popcorn, Idaho 4 eating popcorn, with a woman in this video that looks like Candace. Like 100%. That girl has no chin. Make sense of that. I mean, listen, she has Princess in here. That's the only person. I mean, Princess is in Housewife with her. I mean, eating popcorn. And you guys will not remember this. Okay, yeah, you would. Those who have been here since the first week. It was like the first week. Oh, who was it? Oh, I think it was her girlfriend. Which one of them had popcorn? Oh, they always had a popcorn maker. You guys, there was always a popcorn maker in the videos. I'm going to show it. And one of them used popcorn as their cover for their Facebook. Was it Jody Sue Brown? Jody Sue Brown. Allie. I think it might have been Allie. Someone grabbed it. Maybe I did. It was popcorn. So they're eating popcorn. And understand, I think that's Candace. And just looks like her. The popcorn is, the popcorn's a big deal. This is in their video. I think that there's sacrifice going on in this video. I do. This is what she shows. It's on her counter. These are mesh pieces. And whoever that is up in the left-hand corner. This is supposed to be Princess. Princess is kind of looking like the guy in the video. That's the guy in the tree. I mean, look at the resemblance. The big resemblance. Big one. Right, if you want. Big resemblance. That's supposed to be Princess. The faces that I see on the victims, they look like face painted like clowns. That's Kylie to the left. And that's what the end of her wife swap video looks like. That makes no sense. I'm sorry, but it's weird. This is the other little girl that they show in her video. It's supposed to be the same little girl. To me, this little girl isn't even Summer anymore, and it looks like Madeline McCain. Look at that resemblance. Look at that. Very similar. This is what's on Madeline, oh my God, on Molly's dresser. So this is, now we have Princess showing himself in the bar underground. So what I see is they're showing this shit out loud. And who was going to call them out on it is what I see. Why would someone call them out on it? This was house swap so many years ago. But now you have Princess, who I have now also in many, many videos with Molly that are very strange, at a bar with a head coming out of a platter. Really? Are we all going to let this go too? A head on a platter? Really? And this looks like a SUMMERWELLS missing child. There's the little thing, the little pieces that they play with, and that's the little V in her hand. Oh, I know where I've seen these PJs. An Arbania Papillon. An Arden. Arden had these PJs. Arden. I have a lot of pictures of her. One of them, she's in those pajamas. They're polka dot, I know it. I'm looking at a few here. Sometimes I get lucky. So you guys just have so many photos of her. Oh, so cute. Polka dotted PJs. I know she has those on. I mean, obviously, they're so freaking popular. I mean, most people be like, oh, who cares that everyone has those? Well, this looks like Summer. A SUMMERWELLS missing child. And that is also in her videos. They're just like that. I know what those are. It's telling me the story of the sacrifices. It's telling me that I know that this goes across the meadow. It's like it goes into the ground, and the ground is not in health. It's not healthy, and then it gets healthy. Like, these things do this, and the equipment and shit is on this property. It's right back there. And that's what he has in his hands. That clout, it's like a coat. is what Kylie has on her. See Kylie's hands? Like, it doesn't make sense, you guys. Look at Kylie. Logically, you know that that's something's wrong with that. Logically, it's not correct. Here is Molly in her video. I think that's child. These are sacrifices. I don't know what else to say. When I look at this picture of Molly, I can't breathe. Because I feel like there's plastic over a child's head. Now, I'm not talking it's Molly, right? It's the same conversation I've always had. It tells a story. We don't know who she is. So we don't know who she is. The story that's being told is being told under her photos. What I am saying here is I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Okay? And whatever they're cooking up isn't a normal bucket being put in there. This is the story of the sacrifices. You guys, this is the story of the sacrifices. It all matches. All of it. All of it. This whole entire video. When I watch the clips of this video, I literally cannot breathe. Literally. What you see here is not a closet of clothes, ever. This is what I see. And there's Molly with the maroon rubber hose and the bucket in the bathtub with the mesh around her. There's the Y, there's the mesh, there's the V. Yeah. It's all the same. The one down the other side is from, I think, KIELYRODNI. Let me see, I don't know. No, I don't remember. But look at how they're the same. It's telling the same story. This here is what's going on in the videos. Yep. Pretty crazy. It's all the same stuff, you guys. Really, really look at what's going on with KIELYRODNI. It's what I'm showing you in these videos. Not many times I could get photos that really represent this. It's like someone has, there's the bucket, and she's holding this shit in her hands. Someone has to recognize this, because it keeps showing over and over and over and over and over. Over and over and over and over. The same information shows over and over and over in the same spots. Same spots. You have to look in the mirrors. You have to look on the floor. It's everywhere. Through certain people's videos. Cracking cases was one of them. Oh man. That's what's in the mirror. That's what's in the mirror. The bucket thing, I've been showing buckets for so long. What you see to left in Molly's full episode is a storyboard that I've shown you before. These buckets and whatever's going on. They may say, oh, that's just from me, and Benny does the same thing. Oh, that's just, how they used to cook. No, it's not. The Idaho for TikTok, Xanimaze. Someone has to wake up, right? And see that all of this matches what I'm showing you. What I'm showing you here in the middle photo is what I'm showing you here. Let me brighten these. Okay. So here's this. And look what I'm showing you in the middle photo here. Let me brighten it up. These are way too dark. Brighten it and make it a little wider so you could see it. Is exactly what I'm showing you in Xanimaze's video. This is what's happening over here. Let me show you. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sacrifices. Dance wife swap. I mean, This is Xanime's video. The elements show up on them. It's really something that could be investigated. All these elements. And they don't change. They're real. Like there's, you know, all the way to the left. I mean, this information and what they're showing is sadly insane. It really is. And then, you know, at least figure out who's doing what to the video and how they're doing this. Because maybe there hasn't been one sacrifice. Look at this. There's the A, she's holding the F. This here, it's like a little sad face on her back. These are called critters. And look at this. It's all information. All of this. It's all like fake. But it's the same story. Here you say it's fake, which I say, like, this is like ridiculous. But they're all telling the same thing. They're all telling the same thing. That is what I consistently am talking about. It's the same storyboard over and over and over. Same storyboard. It's not changing. It's not being recognized. Not being solved. And it seriously goes all back to the beginning. It goes back to the beginning. Right back to Robert Vaughn and the drawings of this thing. Right back. Which one is this? 138. I didn't do this one. Wait. Here's the drawing. It goes back to this drawing. For those who don't know, this is the blueprint from Robert Vaughn years ago. This came from a Robert Vaughn's video, which I call the makings of this equipment. It speaks volumes. May brighten it up a little. This here was made years back, and these are the blueprints to what's going on here. This here represents everything I've been showing you since June 16th. Literally, you guys. It's the same thing. I just really want people to understand that I'm saying that this is Candace. I'm saying this is, I'm putting it out there. I don't want to not say this again. I say that these are the same people. The same. Sorry. This Robert Vaughn is to me responsible for the blueprints. That's all I keep wanting to say. And when they go through certain stories that they could then recognize the blueprints, they do. Like the JonBenet Ramsey, where they keep putting in the window the measurements, the measurements, the measurements. And in this one, boop, is this JonBenet? Right. In the conclusion, let me show you the window. This window here, wait. They show this window here as an important window with that measurement thing. But what happens is this window is shown just like, you know how sometimes we see Don Wells's door, the door that he is right by the swing, and it just shows differently every time. The trim of it shows differently. It just always shows differently. This window, notice in this version, the window thing is open, the white wood in the middle. I'll show you something. This happens throughout the JonBenet's. This here looks like this. There's a long one, a small one, a long one, like all different shapes. When it comes to this guy jumping through the window, and this is the same location it's supposed to be, the windows are different. And the reflections of what's going on inside the windows are not what they're supposed to be. Like that shouldn't look like that at all. It doesn't have a fence going that way. And the door here always changes. Always changes. So really notice these things. Let me show you how that door changes. Comes in there. It's so funny, I had two presentations, but what I think I did is I may have mixed them together. Let's see. $38. No, this is what I wanted to show you. So I'm not, I don't know where that one is. So this is the guy with the blueprint. JonBenet Ramsey follows this blueprint, and they tell the story throughout their video, starting with the front of their house. Their front of their house, I want you to recognize how fake those white things are. Look at the front of this house. You guys, this here is the back end to her sacrifice. I know this is, because this is like what you see here. I feel like it's the same thing. This is this. This is this little house. And then it has all this on the bottom. It's just strange that that is how it shows. And I feel a major connection between the guy who explains the insides of the Benet Ramsey case. Like, as he explains it, all he's showing to me are the elements that are in the blueprints. Let me show you. So when he shows the house like that, and in my own psyche information, this here comes from Michael Vaughn's video right here. Well, this is because it's part of the sacrifice. See, like, it always matches. Like, that's the little head with the smiley face and a number upside down 5. Well, that's what's here. It's like, I feel as if the person that's explaining this in the JonBenet Ramsey, I feel like this guy, he's dead now, had something to do with the makings of this. I feel like he knows the blueprint, because when he's explaining it in the video, I'm like, no shit. Does anyone else see this? Like, he is showing the dynamics of the math behind it, just like this guy shows in his blueprints. See? Yeah, 3 mountain peaks. Now this guy shows over and over and over how they put JonBenet in a corner and consistently is showing her measurements. Now, I know that the father moved her, and I think this is why. I think that she needed to be placed differently. Moved her because she was in the wrong place. Now, I don't understand why the photo of her looks like this in this guy's video, because that's not how it always looks. So the guy who is explaining, I hope you understand what I'm saying, this whole situation, the back end, that's showing and explaining the how this is placed in the house. Like, he's doing the back end explanation. Every time he talks and tries to explain it, and he shows this, this kind of stuff, all he's doing is showing that he followed Robert Vaughn's subject. This. It's the same thing. JonBenet followed this same purpose. The same purpose. This here is what they follow. So that, if I were to turn that upside down, and this way, it's the top of a house. So this might as well be, that does not look like her head. This V here might as well be the top of the house. Here, they show it two ways. They show it this way. Like, really? Come on, you guys. That's a joke. And what does it say? Hi in the window? It says hi. Is that a joke? Is someone like just playing around and trying to be funny because they know no one's going to look at it other than someone who knows the word hi is in the window? Look at this. Oh, it's an H. Well, that's really weird. So this all, and now this looks really weird. They didn't show it this way in any other video. No other video do we have of JonBenet looking like this. This guy's video is very suspicious to me. Very. Is that her chest? But what they'd be trying to, what they would show is what they're trying to show is her placement. Where they, this is the stuff that I would love to know. Like, this was on ABC. This is what they're showing of her. There's your V. These are all the, this is all the elements. This video is the ABC. Wait, it should say right here, because it's all covered in elements. Who Killed John Bonet, 2020, January 5th. Yeah, these are exact drawings. It's crazy. It really fits really perfectly. Like, here's how he drew this out. I think this is just placement. This is what they use for placement. That's the stick in there. That's the stick. This guy that explains this has this on his, right back there in the back of the room. This is what's on his ceiling. I don't understand why he would have that on his ceiling. That's the machinery, you guys. That's the machinery. That is the machinery. I don't understand. I don't get how that could be on his ceiling. That here is this in his drawings. Do you see these drawings? This is from, not drawings, this is from this guy's video. Oh, look at that. See how that's in the corner? This stuff's in the corner of the doorways. These are the doors in their house. Like, this shows the placement. This shows placement in the corners. See, ABC. Yeah, it's very, very, very much. Look at that creepy thing that's in the door, in the window. Ew. Look at that. All right, so what I have to do is go over this a little deeper on this side because I didn't get, I'm gonna have to get deeper with this. For sure. This needs a little bit more coverage. All right, you guys, I'm calling it a night. I think I am done. I don't know what I spit out. Well, this is interesting because between Molly Golightly and this guy, I could probably narrow it down to 4 different videos that have it all. Look at that. Look what's going on in here. This guy, I'm going to have to look at his photos a little bit more, his videos. I'm going to call it quits. Thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you guys thank you again for the super sticker. Thank you all for being here. Absolutely amazing. I hope I covered what I needed to cover. I have no idea. I'm going to have to listen to it tonight or tomorrow. It's too long. And go from there. Look at this picture. All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. God bless you all. God bless you all. And have a great rest of your night. Be on soon again. Bye, folks.